My name is Emily Keenan, and I'm a junior here at UMass studying German with a minor in English, and I just started learning Spanish. I started learning German in high school, my freshman year. I signed up very randomly in 8th grade, and it was the best mistake I've ever made. My sophomore year, when I was 16, I studied abroad in Germany for 3 weeks, and it was a mix of going to school out of high school and going on different exchange trips, and I also hosted this girl for 3 weeks. Some of my best experiences and most challenging experiences with German was last summer. I work as a nanny, and the girl's 2 at the time, and her first language is Spanish, which I did not speak at the time, but she's learning German. And her mom was on the phone, and she is just screaming her head off. And I managed to talk to her and calm her down and get her to do what I want while speaking in German. And I said, if I can do this, I can do anything in German. A second big moment for me was last semester. I studied in Germany for 5 months, and I was lucky enough to have 2 German roommates. And I asked my friend Catherine one time what she thought of my German. And she said, God, Emily, you're fluent. And kind of annoyed that I asked. And this was a big moment for me because I had been learning German for 6 years, and I had Googled the definition of fluent probably 50 times. People asked me over and over again if I was fluent, and I didn't know what to tell them because I wanted to be, but I didn't know exactly what that meant. But I figured having someone who grew up speaking that language telling you you're fluent in it counts as being fluent. You face a lot of challenges when you learn German. If you've ever tried to learn it and ever tried to look at the grammar, you might have left because it's awful. For example, if you say the word because, you can continue saying your sentence and just collect all the verbs and just say them all in a row at the end. I don't know why they decided this was a good idea, but I think it was so less people spoke the language. So luckily, I had a really creative high school German teacher, and I owe this guy so much. And he had us make a fool out of ourselves by singing and dancing our way through high school. We learned all of our prepositions through singing songs like head, shoulders, knees, and toes. We would say durch, für, gegen, ohne, and lots of other ridiculous dance moves. And you would often find our school humming the songs while we took our tests. A second challenge of the many challenges I had during my German experience was during my study abroad. I was thrown into a family that did not speak English, and I was only in German 2 at the time. So this was when I was in high school. And I was pretty confident, but also terrified. But at the end of the 3 weeks, I came home, and my listening exams skyrocketed through the roof. So really, immersion works so well. And if you're afraid, it's scary, I agree, but it really works. As for my future in German, I want to be a high school German teacher. My teachers here at UMass and in high school have influenced me so much to want to continue to teach the language. And I think high school is a great time because you can really start from their beginning knowledge until when they can really get by with speaking German. If I were to pick my dream job, it would be teaching kids like the 2-year-old that I teach now, because they're just like sponges and they absorb the language so fast, and it's so fun to randomly hear a 2-year-old know the difference between doch and mich, and I don't know how they do it. It's the difference between conjugating and the difference between me and you, and it is so impressive. I definitely want to teach my kids German. I think it is a great advantage to growing up bilingual. The girl who I nanny is currently learning her 4th language. I don't know how she does it. She's 3 now. And when she just babbles off in Swedish, I don't know what to say to her. I obviously want to continue traveling. When I was in Germany, I went to 9 different countries during my 5 months there. And German came in handy a lot. Obviously, Austria and Switzerland both speak German. But even when I went to the Netherlands, they speak Dutch, which really came off from Germanic, so Germanic changed to both German and Dutch. And I could understand what they were saying. I could read the words. I just couldn't speak it at all. But definitely helpful. And then I want to go to grad school so I can become a teacher here in Massachusetts, and I will definitely want to study abroad. And I think this is going to be my last preach is, if you study abroad here, which you definitely should, go for the year. The first day I went there, I was sad I wasn't staying for the year, but I'm glad I have the opportunity to go again. Thank you.